Meng Huaiyin accidentally traveled through a different world and chose to participate in a love show because she was penniless. However, to her surprise, someone caught her eye when she had just crossed over and followed her all the way to the love complex. Meng Huaiyin. Trembling and trembling. JPG. The program has just started broadcasting. Xiao Nanqi's eyes were sharp as a knife as he stared at Meng Huaiyin, who was so scared that the melon in his hand fell off. Bullet chat. He loves her so much and falls in love with YYDS at first sight, running in both directions. I have hit it. Woo woo, please lock both of you. Meng Huaiyin. Excuse me. The daily love and killing between the male protagonist and the female protagonist. Come on, they won't be human anymore. Kick over this bowl of dog food. Xiao Nanqi. Meng Huaiyin. Thank you for inviting me. I am not a person originally novel keyword. Help. After being forced to fall in love with a variety show, she felt overwhelmed and had no pop-ups. Help. After being forced to fall in love with a variety show, her CP sensation exploded. Download the complete TXT collection. Help. After being forced to fall in love with a variety show, her CP sensation exploded. Latest chapter reading. Was someone staring at me right after I first traveled through chapter 1? You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 2. Love Comprehensive Broadcast. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Love Comprehensive Broadcast, Are You That TA, is a dating variety show that highlights the authenticity of the show. The show uses hidden cameras for the entire live broadcast, and through a series of interactions, games, and communication, 4 men and 4 women find the one they are attracted to. It has to be said that the current market trend is very popular among people. People often search for a source of happiness in love dramas, whether it's eating candy or melons, there is always one that can satisfy them. Shortly after the premiere of Are You That TA, countless viewers who had already anticipated this variety show rushed into the live broadcast room. Here we go, sugar addicts will never be absent. Wow, a love variety show in the form of live streaming, ball, it must be a handsome guy or a beautiful woman. I've been in love with an ugly guy for a long time. I heard that the edited version will be broadcasted in the future, and the fisherman can only watch the live broadcast for a short time, and then follow the edited version of TAT. It has to be said that the program team has done a great job of confidentiality. I haven't heard of the guest's identity through the grapevine until now. Unlike the neighboring romance show, the program flies around before it even starts to be released. The audience is already waiting for the arrival of guests, and the barrage in the live broadcast room is lively. With the appearance of a small car in sight, the audience perked up and the guests arrived. A pair of slender and long legs took the lead in stepping out of the car door, and the production team was also very skilled at creating suspense. They slowed down and stretched this shot infinitely, just not showing their faces. Sure enough, barrage discussions were lively. Everyone make way, don't block me from watching beautiful women. Wow, she's here. She's here. Absolutely a beautiful woman, but this shot is too long, isn't it? So. The first person to appear is Jiang Xinyue, dressed in light blue slim-fit jeans paired with a white shirt. Despite her simple outfit, she exudes an outstanding temperament. The production team slowly moved the camera up and finally froze on her face, slowly pulling it away. Then the guide cut a short introduction video about her that had already been recorded. She has a great temperament, and I love her for her beautiful temperament. Why is her combination so elegant, with the same eyes, eyebrows, nose, and mouth? Jiang Xinyue followed the instructions of the production team and slowly walked into the arranged villa, circling around. She found no one around and found a place to sit down. At this moment, she felt bored and could only look around and visit the furnishings. Fortunately, the second guest arrived quickly, and Jiang Xinyue waited for a while before hearing a voice coming from outside the door. Hello. The second guest is a male guest, dressed in a light gray hoodie, looking youthful and energetic, and is the current popular innocent milk dog shape. I am Lan Baibin. Okay, the first pair of guests already look very compatible. Judging from its appearance, it's a perfect match between the temperament of a big sister and the innocent little milk dog. Good meeting upstairs, pass the pen to the big shot. Jiang Xinyue greeted him, and after he sat down, the two of them stared at each other without saying a word. The atmosphere began to freeze, and the air became anxious. Everyone wanted to say something, but no one thought of what to say. Help, I've started to feel awkward for them. Male one, please take the initiative, shake your shoulders crazily, don't be cold there with the little sister. Immediately after, there was noise coming from the door, and 3 guests suddenly arrived at the scene. The third, fourth, and fifth guests came in together. Jiang Xinyue and Lan Baibin met many people and went out together to welcome them. 3 people will introduce themselves to everyone separately. Hello everyone, I'm Lulu. Lulu was dressed in a light green short skirt, with a bun-shaped head, making her look cute and playful. I'm Ping Jinghan. Ping Jinghan is a more elegant lady, and she also dresses very spicy. Hello, I'm Lu Fengyu. Lu Fengyu was dressed quite formally, in a suit, as if going to a meeting. Everyone has such high looks. I love Ping Jinghan, spicy girl posts, great, so far there's no ugly man. Family members, Lulu looks so familiar, but I'm not sure if she admitted her mistake. Upstairs, you probably didn't admit your mistake, it's the person you thought of. Stop playing riddles upstairs, let's talk about it. Let's maintain some mystery. The barrage reached its peak when Meng Huaiyin appeared. Mom, I saw the fairy. Her skin is fine, and I can't even see her pores. Woo, I saw my wife. I only hate it when we met too late. I announced that from now on, I will be addicted to her CP. The guide understands very well, and when he mutters to Meng Huaiyin, it's like a fierce slap, and it's like a face-to-face. At this moment, the barrage was still licking its face. Until the short film belonging to Meng Huaiyin was played, the barrage began to become suspicious of life. Aha, this beautiful woman, what are you talking about? A beautiful woman, why did she have a mouth? Precious videos of early human domestication of limbs and mouth. Thank you for the invitation. Working overtime last night to shoot a short film really embarrassed her. So, she squeezed the director for a salary increase, otherwise she would go on strike. The guests on site were also shocked to see her, and no one expected such a beautiful person to participate in the love show. 5 guests stood up one after another to welcome her. So, when Meng Huaiyin changed into her shoes and entered the door, she received 5 pairs of unanimous glances. It's really scary. After friendly greetings to them, Meng Huaiyin chose to sit in the corner of the sofa. I see you look a bit familiar, are you that? Ping Jinghan whispered to Lulu. Seeing someone trying to recognize her, Lulu quickly covered her mouth and whispered, Shoo, we can't make it public yet. Ping Jinghan nodded and stopped speaking. Meng Huaiyin didn't participate in their topic either, just strolled around the villa alone. Suddenly, her eyes glued to the watermelon in the refrigerator. Meng Huaiyin took out the watermelon, neatly cut it into small pieces, and carried it out with joyful steps. Do you eat melons? Meng Huaiyin asked everyone as he placed the melons on the coffee table. Upon receiving a rejection from everyone, Meng Huaiyin picked up the melon and took a delicious bite. This melon is really sweet, #carrot. Carrot #, and it has no seeds. She wants to buy more for her salary. A well-eaten melon looks pitiful, I also want to eat it. At this point, the screen rotates. The guests heard movement outside the door, and everyone looked straight at the door. However, they didn't see anyone, so they heard their music first. Day and night, I eagerly await the return of Lang pouring a cup that has dripped with tears, my eyes blurred and my heart shattered. Everyone fell silent, some couldn't hold their smiles, their whole faces twisted in pain. Meng Huaiyin, on the other hand, had the whole dragon laughing and falling onto the sofa. How could anyone still come on stage with their own BGM? Bull, it's truly him. Xia Yunling covered her face, feeling helpless. Why did his phone ring at this moment? This bell is the exclusive BGM of his mother's adult. Let the heavens strike him with lightning or create a pit for him to escape, rather than letting him accept the baptism of everyone's gaze and bear the moment of social death. Okay, if you can't find a partner to go back to, blame Lord Mother. After all, this is not his pot. Xia Yunling pressed the phone and sat down with a dull gaze, mechanically introducing herself to everyone. In the following chat, the whole process was accompanied by a agreement, and the whole person's soul flew away. Ha ha ha, the comedian is here, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, or ha ha ha, 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 upstairs, you're disturbing my eyes. Although, ha ha ha, it's really funny. A man with his own BGM, I have a premonition that he won't be able to take off this label. You don't have to be too sad, look, everyone has noticed you now. Meng Huaiyin patted Xia Yunling's shoulder and comforted her. Don't say anything more. His heart hurts so much, you cruel woman. And, if he remembers correctly, it's you who just laughed the most exaggerated. Come on, eat the melon, it's so sweet. Meng Huaiyin handed a piece of melon to Xia Yunling. This couple can also do it, the sand sculpture couple. There is still one person left who hasn't come. Someone is coming again. The finale is here. As the camera shifts, the incoming person gradually appears in front of the audience. I saw the newcomer with a tall and slender figure, fair skin but not pathological, distinct facial features, and a mysterious temperament that made people unable to resist exploring him. Ha ha ha, whose screen is dirty? Help, this is too handsome. I would like to call it the ceiling of a male lead in a love show. Outside the screen, Meng Hu, who was drinking water, suddenly sprayed out a mouthful of water. He's not blind, is he? Why did Xiao Nanqi get into love affairs? Meng Hu immediately summoned the members of the Demon Management Bureau and invited them to come and see the excitement of Xiao Nanqi. So as to cover up the fact that he is slacking off at work, not so, a group of people sat around Meng Hu's crowded office area, staring at his small phone as if they were about to stare out of a hole. Meng Huaiyin heard the sound and turned her head curiously to see the new guest. Then, her gaze met the gaze of the new male guest. Meng Huaiyin's hand holding the melon stiffened, frightened to the point of being speechless. Help, this man is also in this love complex. Staring at him with a sharp, knife-like gaze, Meng Huaiyin nervously swallowed her saliva. This man's aura is also too terrifying. Thinking of her majestic little dragon, there was a day when she was also afraid. Her ancestors were in power, and she embarrassed them. As if understanding the expression on Meng Huaiyin's face, Xiao Nanqi gave her an indescribable smile. Unfortunately, I am following you on the program. Xiao Nanqi. Xiao Nanqi nodded at everyone and introduced himself to them. He's smiling at Meng Huai. KSWL, is this the legendary love at first sight? This gaze is too affectionate. Help me, I really got it. Sisters, don't you think Meng Huaiyin's reaction is also easy to crack? The expression of being stared at is shy. This wave is way is hanging. I knocked, the dragon roared and the tiger roared SCD. Dragon and tiger roar SCD. Dragon and tiger roar SCD, upstairs, is there a CP name so soon? Excuse me. Meng Huaiyin's head is now filled with question marks, she really knows how to thank. After everyone arrived, a three-dimensional surround sound sounded in the villa. The following program rules are announced. 1. Guests are strictly prohibited from exchanging personal contact information during the program. 2. On the first day of the program, their age and occupation are not allowed to be disclosed. 3. Any deviant behavior among guests is strictly prohibited. 4. The program is uniformly distributed on mobile phones, and guests must send text messages to 2 guests of the opposite sex after each evening's interaction. Xiao Yunling opened her mouth wide and said, "Wow, the program is really good at organizing work. It's distributed to 2 people every night." Xiao Yunling brought my mouth to the program and told me what I wanted to say, laughs, "Baby, you really know how to focus on the key points. This is also too exciting. If it is announced later, the Shura field will be held every minute." Momo, local dogs love to watch these things. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Pre-meal games. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Pre-meal games. Considering that everyone will be tired when they first arrive today, the program team has prepared dinner for everyone. However, it is not easy to obtain dinner. Next, the program will draw lots to divide 8 people into pairs, and after completing the game, they will receive the corresponding level of dinner. Please work hard and face the storm ahead. The staff presented the guests with a lottery box and explained to them, there are 8 color cards inside, and those with the same color will be drawn to form a group. Who will come first? Everyone, take a look at me and I will take a look at you. No one is taking action. I'll come first. Xia Yunling saw no one taking the initiative, so she stepped forward, touched the lottery box, and took out a color card. Xia Yunling flipped the card in her hand and said, "It's red." Next, everyone gradually drew their own cards. "I'm blue, I don't know who's with me." Lu Fengyu flipped through his card. "It's me." Ping Jinghan walked up to Lu Fengyu and raised her card. Seeing the increasing probability of being in the same group as Xiao Nanqi, Meng Huaiyin kept praying, "Never in the same group, never in the same group." With a nervous heart, Meng Huaiyin flipped open the card. Perhaps due to her strong resentment, her card was red and not in the same group as Xiao Nanqi. Meng Huaiyin felt relieved. "Grandpa's CP, Grandpa is here." "Ah, what a pity. 5:55, I may not get married, but my CP must be together, dragons and tigers roaring and rushing." Xiao Nanqi tightly held the yellow card, but unfortunately, he didn't get in the same group as her. Lu Lulu saw the yellow card in Xiao Nanqi's hand and walked over with a blush, standing next to him. "Mysterious Tycoon X sweet girl, I can do it. 555, my dragon and tiger roars didn't come together." Family members, was Xiao Nanqi's expression just now regrettable? It's a pity that he didn't join Meng Huaiyin's group. I think so. Don't be KY upstairs, how can you be sure of Xiao Nanqi's thoughts? The remaining Lan Baibin and Jiang Xinyue are all green cards, forming a group. Sister dog team up. Woohoo yes CP, chong chong chong. The production team saw everyone form a team and announced the game rules. Next, the game rules will be announced. Each of the 8 people present will hold a number from 1 to 8 and take turns speaking. Each guest can only tell lies, and once they tell the truth, they will be immediately eliminated. If someone guesses the number, they will also be eliminated. The sentence structure of each round of speaking cannot be consistent, and they cannot repeat what they have said. If they choose to guess in the current round, they can skip one round of their own speaking. Guests are advised to reason hard and live until the end. What is the significance of teaming up in this game at this moment? The guest shared the same idea as the barrage and spoke up to inquire. Attention everyone. The higher the group score, the more luxurious the dinner you will receive. Our program is a love show, which aims to promote interaction between male and female guests. Firstly, to narrow the distance between team members, and secondly, to eliminate oneself first. If a teammate wins, they can also enjoy the same dinner, commonly known as lying down to win. The game begins, and the guests will have the first round of speeches, with the order of speeches counted according to the order of entry. Jiang Xinyue. The number in my hand is 2. Lan Baibin said, I am not one of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Lu Lulu. My number is not just a stroke. Ping Jinghan. My number is the smallest in the field. Lu Fengyu. I am 3. Meng Huaiyin said, I am 5. Xia Yunling. I am an even number. Everyone heard this. Silly child, you have eliminated a lot for yourself in one go. Xiao Nanqi. My number is not a prime number. One round of speeches has ended, and currently no one has been able to determine the numbers of others. The second round of speeches begins. Jiang Xinyue said, I'm an even number. Wow, the clown was actually herself. Just after mocking Xia Yunling, she also said this condition herself. Lan Baibin said, I am 4. Everyone heard Lan Baibin's sentence structure transformation and learned it one after another. Lu Lulu. I am 1. Ping Jinghan thought to herself, Lu Fengyu and I are on the same team. I reminded him that I am not a 4. If he is also not a 4, he can eliminate one person first. If he is, the eliminated person will become him. Should she take a gamble? Ping Jinghan frowned and bet, I'm also 4. Fortunately, Lu Fengyu is not 4. Lu Fengyu received a hint. I choose to guess someone else's number. Everyone was taken aback. Meng Huaiyin is 4. Lu Fengyu 1 point. The game continues. Meng Huaiyin. Okay, she's the first to be eliminated. Brother, it's up to you, take me to lie down and win. Meng Huaiyin patted Xia Yunling's shoulder and regretfully withdrew. Xia Yunling choked. What should teammates do if they don't give awesome? Of course, they forgive her for her good looks. I am 3. Xiao Nanqi. I am 7. 555. The child is already confused, this game cannot be without notes. What a brain teaser. You said the guests on site didn't even take any notes, how did they all remember? These people are so smart. Respect. Do you feel that this game is related to the order of speaking? Upstairs, this game still requires the operation of teammates. For example, just now, if Ping Jinghan didn't bet correctly, he would send his teammates out. 2333, stab teammate. The second round of speeches has ended, and the scope is getting narrower and narrower. I can't go back to what I said before. The third round of speeches begins. Jiang Xinyue thought that currently there may be 3 people in the 8th, namely Lu Lulu, Ping Jinghan, and Lu Fengyu. Ping Jinghan and Lu Fengyu are still teammates. If these 2 people use a secret signal to indicate that they are not the 8th, then they will win this round again. If there are 8 of these 2 people, then there is still a fight. Jiang Xinyue. I am not one of 135. Lan Baibin said, I am an even number. Lu Lulu. I'm not one of 2368. It was Ping Jinghan's turn, and in his eyes, there was a 6 between Lu Lulu and Lu Fengyu. But she exhausted her courage in the first round of gambling, and as the game progressed, the probability of the guest being a certain number would only increase, making it easy for her to bet incorrectly. Ping Jinghan dared not gamble anymore and could only avoid this option. I am not one of 2678. Moreover, Lu Fengyu avoided one round of guessing the number in the previous round, and currently has a higher probability of winning. She can play conservatively. Lu Fengyu. I am not one of 12,678. Meng Huaiyin, lying flat, can only watch the play. Xia Yunling. I'm not one of the 57. He's also about to lose. When the next round comes, he will definitely die. Xiao Nanqi. Xiao Nanqi found himself in a dead end. No matter which number he excluded, he would be eliminated in this round, but if someone guessed his number, he would also explode. Xiao Nanqi felt a little relieved and said, "I'm not one of the 25. The third round of speeches has ended. Does anyone want to guess the numbers?" Lan Baibin is feeling very uncomfortable now. He knows clearly that Xiao Nanqi is 2 and Xia Yunling is 7, but if he says it himself, it will also expose that he is 5. Wait, the game round should not be much faster. If he switches to 2, he will earn blood. I want to guess the numbers. Xia Yunling is 7 and Xiao Nanqi is 2. Lan Baibin gestured. After listening to Lan Baibin's answer, Lu Lulu was taken aback and suddenly understood. Lan Baibin is 5. Blue and White Bin scored 2 points, Lu Lulu scored 1 point. It's done. He forgot that after the 3 of them were eliminated, there were only 2 possible numbers left for Jiang Xinyue, which means that Jiang Xinyue must be eliminated in the next round. Lan Baibin patted his head in frustration, feeling sorry for his teammates. Xia Yunling. He was also eliminated, and now their team has not accumulated a single point, becoming the last to last. Xia Yunling felt aggrieved and went to the corner to draw circles. Xiao Nanqi stroked his forehead weakly, but he didn't expect to encounter Waterloo in this place despite claiming to be wise and wise. You may be mocked by those guys when you go back. Hahaha, what kind of stupid group is this? The 2 of them were completely defeated. These 2 people don't have a single point. Dog head, the dinner standards are definitely the lowest. What kind of silly beauties are these? Tactics are backwards. I didn't expect Xiao Nanqi to have a big shot face, but he's actually so naive. The game enters the 4th round. Jiang Xinyue realized that she could no longer survive, so she stopped struggling, tired, and destroyed. After saying that I am not a prime number, Lu Lulu quickly replied, I guess Jiang Xinyue is 3. Because she is 6, she also guessed the numbers of Ping Jinghan and Lu Fengyu. Lu Lulu continued, and Ping Jinghan is 8, and Lu Fengyu is 1. Lu Lulu scores another 3 points, with a total score of 4 points. Congratulations to Lu Lulu for winning this game. Current points. Lu Lulu x Xiao Nanqi 4 points, Jiang Xinyue x Lan Baibin 2 points, Ping Jinghan x Lu Fengyu 1 point, Meng Huaiyin x Xia Yunling 0 points. Hahaha, Mr. Xiao, won by lying down. Halfway through the game, I thought Lu Fengyu was going to win, but I didn't expect the winner to be Sweet Sister. Sweet Sister is so amazing. Sai Gao, upstairs, I'm different from you. I thought Jiang Xinyue and Lan Baibin would win. Who could have thought of this direction? After the game, the staff presented dinner to everyone. In front of Xiao Nanqi and Lu Lulu was a luxurious seafood feast and steak. Jiang Xinyue and Lan Baibin were satisfied with 2 meat dishes and 1 vegetarian home-cooked side dishes, as well as rice. In front of Ping Jinghan and Lu Fengyu was a plain stir-fried cauliflower with rice. Meng Huaiyin and Xia Yunling had only 4 mantou in front of them. Meng Huaiyin Xia Yunling. Should they thank the program team for giving them 4 mantou as big as their faces in case they don't have enough to eat? Compared to them, Ping Jinghan and Lu Fengyu instantly felt that they were not miserable anymore. Human beings have different joys and sorrows. Some people eat big meals, while Meng Huaiyin and Xia Yunling can only bite mantou pitifully. Meng Huaiyin tried hard to imagine mantou as a variety of delicious food, not to mention, it was actually delicious after eating for a long time. Everyone couldn't bear to see it and wanted to share some food with her, but was stopped by the production team. Why do I want to laugh so much when it's so miserable? Me too, hahaha. The production team is really bad. They even have close-up shots. Today's facial expression pack has been got. Meng Huaiyin, pitiful, bites mantou. JPG, after dinner, the program team distributed mobile phones to all the guests. Meng Huaiyin was surprised as she pinched her phone, realizing that it had so many functions. Meng Huaiyin originally lived in a world without a mobile phone, so she had never used it. However, her learning ability was strong, and in no time, Meng Huaiyin was able to operate her phone flexibly. She even downloaded a game on her phone, and whenever she had free time, she would take shortcuts and play it happily. Ah, isn't this Xiao? My wife and I are actually playing the same game. A generation of internet-addicted girls was born here. Please be clear-headed, during the live broadcast, please do more business and not waste your face. Waiting for Meng Huaiyin to end the entertainment was still under the reminder of the staff. Meng Huaiyin reluctantly put down her phone, feeling that she was still unsatisfied. Xia Yunling, who was sitting next to him, saw her playing the game of Xiao for half a day, and the corner of her mouth slightly curved. Your game is not exciting enough, she said surprisingly. Someone denied the game she had just played. She only played it after seeing so many downloads, so it must be a very popular game. Here, I recommend a game to you. Xia Yunling crowded over to her and pointed to the Jedi chicken he had just prepared on his phone. Let me take you. Meng Huaiyin has never been exposed to such a game before, and shooting games. Is it shooting with an arrow? Meng Huaiyin pondered for a moment, opened the game store, clicked to download the game, and let's take a look. Next, please send your own heartfelt text messages to two opposite sex members. The program team will arrange for everyone to stay in the lobby and return to their room after receiving the messages. Help, 8 people crowded together in a space to send text messages. If there is a ringtone on the phone, wouldn't it be awkward to die? Okay, the exciting segment is coming. Let me come to Kong. Who did everyone vote for? Will it be broadcasted today based on the program team's urine characteristics? Don't talk nonsense upstairs. Today's live broadcast is coming to an end. Let's all guess who the guests voted for. A few options popped up on the screen. Jiang Xinyue. A. Lan Baibin B. Lu Fengyu C. Xia Yunling D. Xiao Nanqi, Lu Lulu. A. Lan Baibin B. Lu Fengyu C. Xia Yunling D. Xiao Nanqi, Ping Jinghan. A. Lan Baibin B. Lu Fengyu C. Xia Yunling D. Xiao Nanqi, Meng Huaiyin. A. Lan Baibin B. Lu Fengyu C. Xia Yunling D. Xiao Nanqi. The male guests are also asked to choose 2 female guests. The 8 options instantly filled the audience's screen. At this moment, the audience in front of the screen was stunned. They didn't expect the production team to let the audience guess the heartbeat message. This interactive way made them enthusiastic, and the program once again reached its climax. Oh no, the program team is really having fun. The live broadcast actually made us guess the guests' heart-wrenching votes, and if we voted correctly, we still got red envelopes. With my experience as a master of love, guests will surely be grasped by me, with confidence. The production team is really good at creating suspense, so who do they all choose? Everyone, don't get excited yet. Didn't you notice that the live broadcast is coming to an end? Boss, who said that the program team won't reveal any heartfelt messages today? I promise not to hit you. The audience cursed and rushed to vote, as if trying to poke a hole in the screen to relieve their anger. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Public Voting. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Public Voting. Not seen in a day, like 3 autumns apart. Coming, hurry up and start broadcasting. How did you all vote? Upstairs, based on my experience as a love expert, Jiang Xinyue will vote for Lan Baibin and Xiao Nanqi, Lu Lulu will vote for Xiao Nanqi and Lan Baibin, Ping Jinghan will vote for Lu Fengyu and Xiao Nanqi, and Meng Huaiyin will vote for Xia Yunling and Xiao Nanqi. It's too long to hit the barrage, wait for me to continue shooting the next one. Boy, why did everyone upstairs choose Xiao Nanqi? After all, this is a world of looking at faces, and without too much interaction, it is usually chosen based on the face. Sigh, 2333, you figured it out. Do male guests always choose Meng Huaiyin? I have this intention in mind. I speculate that Lan Baibin will vote for Jiang Xinyue and Meng Huaiyin, Lu Fengyu will vote for Ping Jinghan and Meng Huaiyin, Xia Yunling will vote for Meng Huaiyin and Ping Jinghan, and Xiao Nanqi will vote for Lu Lulu and Meng Huaiyin. Laughing to death, the speculation upstairs was as fierce as a tiger. Be careful not to end up wrong. How could it be, dare you bet? My analysis is definitely not wrong. Bet, who's afraid of who, bet what? If I win the bet, you have to admit my status as a love expert. Okay, if I win, you'll just let the little dog bark 3 times. Transaction, alright, everyone, stop arguing. The program is about to start. The live broadcast has not yet started, and the program screen changes. Instead of entering the cabin, it broadcasts the interviews given to the guests the previous night. Q. May I ask what your ideal type is? Jiang Xinyue. Firstly, my height cannot be too short, mainly because I am quite tall. Secondly, filial piety and independence are important. Appearance or something is not important, as long as it is pleasing to the eye. I shouldn't have many demands. At the end, Jiang Xinyue smiled. Upon hearing this question, Lu Lulu seemed shy for a moment and then answered, you should be handsome, have a good temperament, and be whiter. The rest can be gradually understood and adjusted in. The production team listened and labeled her as a beauty control. Is sweet sister hinting at which one his ideal type is? Be more confident. If you don't remove it, it's completely following what Xiao Nanqi said. Woohoo, such a straight ball, so brave Ping Jinghan. If you want to be knowledgeable and have a good conversation, the two of you need to have the same smile. What Ping Jinghan said is so true. We really need to chat well before we can be together. I still remember the whole process of my last blind date, where I couldn't hold back a word with my blind date for a long time. Now, when I think about it, I'm still scratching my toes. Meng Huaiyin. I like things that sparkle. Finally, he nodded forcefully. What is sparkling, referring to the kind of charisma or outstanding appearance that can be seen at a glance in a crowd, upstairs. Based on my understanding of this female guest to this day, I think her sparkle refers to the surface meaning, and she probably likes things that shine. Next, do you remember her staring at the glowing chandelier as soon as she entered the room and not putting down her phone? I think the truth has been revealed upstairs. The camera switches to the male guest. Lan Baibin. I hope we are two separate individuals, and together, two people can be considerate of each other. Isn't this partially overlapping with Jiang Xinyue's ideal type? I've hit it again. This is really possible. Investing is not a loss. Lu Fengyu. I don't have any requirements. I think it's a miracle to meet her in the world. If you add a lot of requirements, the chance of meeting her may decrease, and the chance of being together will be even smaller. Wow, Lu Fengyu's answer is surprisingly mature. It's really surprising. From his appearance, he looks like a business elite man. I thought he would demand to be as independent as him. The people selected for this program are all very good, with their own opinions and outputs. Is this the thoughtful consideration of adults? It's like the next door, where there's a lot of trouble and some guests even have melons. Upstairs, what kind of melon? Please show off my mouth. Focus on the program. Private search by Yogua, Xia Yunling. I think about it, but I haven't really considered it much. Let's just look at eye contact, the rest is easy to say. Boy, it's truly you who said your face is so fresh and refined. Summary is insightful, Xiao Nanqi. There is no ideal type. If you like it, it is the ideal type. Wow, this statement is so romantic. Now I'm addicted to Lu Lulu and Xiao Nanqi. Are there any sisters with me? I'm chatting with Meng Huaiyin and Xiao Nanqi. Upstairs, are there any interactions between the two of them now? Can they continue to chat? Love shows are just beginning, why can't we have sex? Don't be too strict upstairs. Anyway, I don't think much of him, who did all the text messages go to after playing the interview video for so long. As the screen turned, the program switched back to the scene of texting last night. Everyone sat around the sofa in the living room, pinching their phones and pondering text messages. Coming. It must be as I thought, my red envelope depends on you all. The scene was silent, with no one speaking. The first thing that broke the calm was the sound of Ping Jinghan's phone text message, which rang out. Ping Jinghan lowered her head to read the text message. Boy, there really is a text message sound, that's so embarrassing. What's even more awkward is that there were a few beeps in the text message. Help, I'm starting to dig the ground. Today was very impressive, but there were some regrets. It's Lu Fengyu who can praise her for her prowess. After all, they are in the same group in today's game. Ping Jinghan lowered her head and gave a clear smile. This text message is definitely from Lu Fengyu. She smiled, it's a bit addictive. Immediately after, the SMS sounds of Xia Yunling and Lu Lulu's phones rang, one each. Day and night, I eagerly await the return of the Lang. Xia Yunling's head was marked with a well, and she began to go crazy. Ha ha ha, you have taken all the bamboo shoots on the mountain. He's just sad about this matter, why don't you bring it up again? I bet a pack of spicy strips. It was sent by Meng Huaiyin. I support the proposal. Is this a confession, is it? Is it? I think it can be both a meme and a covert confession. Thank you very much. Today, after seeing the text message, Lu Lulu pursed her lips without any expression on her face. Although his text message was very polite and didn't show any goodwill, she was also quite happy to be able to send it to her. Is Lulu not very happy? I think the text message is too distant. She's not very happy, right? It's okay. Lulu will attack step by step and definitely be able to capture this man. Immediately after, Jiang Xinyue, Lan Baibin, and Lu Fengyu's phones rang twice. Exciting. SMS has become more interesting. Nice to meet you. Sorry for getting you this time. We will definitely win next time. Jiang Xinyue's tense expression finally relaxed after seeing the text message, and she even had a leisurely mood to look at others. The second one is definitely Lan Baibin. Next time, he wants to have another time with her. They must be real. Who is the first one? It's so vague. The food is delicious, and we should continue to work hard next time. Thank you for your hair dryer. Lan Baibin received the text message. It's great, he doesn't have 0 messages. Hair dryer. Is there anything that hasn't been aired by the program team? After all, live streaming may not be able to capture all the content. Is this a two-way street? Both of them are thinking about the next time. My tears streamed down the corners of my mouth, which was so easy to crack. Unfortunately, it's just a little short. It's a pleasure to have friends coming from afar. Upon receiving the text message, Lu Fengyu's lips twitched, almost shattering his character. He can still understand the first one, but who sent the second one? Ha ha ha, who is this? He even quoted classics and classics. How do I feel like using this for texting? Is a bit funny. Dog head. So far, everyone who plays games together has exchanged messages. I am looking forward to the remaining 2 digits of text messages. Don't wait upstairs, let me tell you. So far, there are still 4 tickets left for the boys and 3 tickets left for the girls. You understand if you understand. Boy, I just called him boy, meaning that all 4 male guests sent text messages to Meng Huaiyin. Then 3 female guests sent text messages to Xiao Nanqi. Who exactly is it? Resisting the charm of my Nan Gu, as expected, Xiao Nanqi's phone rang 3 times, and Meng Huaiyin's phone rang 4 times. At this moment, the focus of the entire audience was on the 2 of them. Meng Huaiyin heard 4 sounds and knew that all 4 people had sent her text messages. She is now facing the gaze of the other 3 female guests and very eager to slip away. This is too suffocating. Meng Huaiyin curled up her hands and feet, unable to hold her tension on the spot. Nice to see you. The melon is very delicious. Please have it next time. I hope to have the opportunity to form a team next time. Let's talk about it. Good guy, I just called out, good guy. Although some of the words were polite, there was also a hint of continuing to communicate. Roll it up, I love watching the Shura arena. I have already felt embarrassed for Meng Huaiyin. When can I change this problem? Let's talk about it. What are we talking about? Are we dating? This person has already taken over, don't worry about me, the production team hasn't announced who posted it yet, I really want to know now. Meng Huaiyin stroked her forehead with her hand, covering her face in an attempt to ease the awkward atmosphere at the scene. She didn't dare to look up either, she was afraid of seeing everyone's focused gaze on her. Xiao Nanqi stared at the text message, not knowing what he was thinking. When he saw others looking at him, he remained calm throughout the process. Today's food is so delicious, let's have it together next time we have the chance. I hope to have the opportunity to exchange ideas. You look very handsome in black. I made a chicken crow, these messages are so blatant. Beautiful women are all so brave. I just want to know who didn't give Xiao Nanqi for now, the program team hasn't announced it yet, do you want to take my red envelope? The program team shot everything, and the screen displayed the recipients and specific content of the messages sent by the guests. Of course, guests do not know who sent their text messages, only the audience in front of the screen knows. Jiang Xinyue sent it to Lan Baibin and Xiao Nanqi, Lu Lulu sent it to Lan Baibin and Xiao Nanqi, Ping Jinghan sent it to Lu Fengyu and Xiao Nanqi, Meng Huaiyin sent it to Lu Fengyu and Xia Yunling. Lan Baibin sent it to Jiang Xinyue and Meng Huaiyin, Lu Fengyu sent it to Ping Jinghan and Meng Huaiyin, Xia Yunling sent it to Jiang Xinyue and Meng Huaiyin, Xiao Nanqi sent it to Lu Lulu and Meng Huaiyin. Woo, my CP, my red envelope, Meng Huaiyin didn't send it to Xiao Nanqi, why? Why? Love Guru, stand up, you lost, this is not scientific. Although most of my predictions were accurate, Meng Huaiyin, you successfully caught my attention. You are so unique. Don't worry about talking about him upstairs, shout quickly. Hem, ha, 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 how are we completely wiped out and the red envelopes flying, Meng Huaiyin, you little fairy who makes people hate and love you, why are you so annoying? End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Occupational Disclosure, Part 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5 Occupational Disclosure, Part 1. After the public vote, some people are happy while others are worried, no, it's everyone's concern. However, some people have different reasons for worry, some are angry that their CPs did not invest in each other, and some are deeply saddened by the loss of red envelopes. Easy for me, I squatted early in the morning live streaming, but in the end, there was nothing, woo-woo. Also, as someone who never wakes up early, I deliberately got up early today to squat and live stream, and now I'm feeling sleepy. From then on, the barrage was completely destroyed. Everything on camera, today's live broadcast has begun. Today is the day of career disclosure. Guests are requested to go to work step by step, and their personal information will be made public after work in the evening. Everyone goes to work. What does the production team shoot? Taking photos of work. 8:00 a.m. The early workers in the live broadcast footage gradually descended the stairs. Lan Baibin was playing with breakfast when he heard the noise on the stairs. He looked up and said, "Morning, I made wonton. Do you want some?" Ping Jinghan refused, "I'm running out of time, so I won't eat anymore." "You can eat slowly." After finishing, he picked up his coat and hurriedly left. "Let me have some, then." Jiang Xinyue sat down at the table and picked up a spoon to take a spoonful. "It looks very nice. You eat a little more, I've made a lot too." Lan Baibin nodded, "By the way, are you in a hurry?" Jiang Xinyue was taken aback and said, "It's not urgent." "Can you give me a ride?" said Lan Baibin with an embarrassed smile on his face. "Of course it's possible," Jiang Xinyue couldn't help but chuckle. 9. At 0 a.m., as Lu Fengyu, Lu Lulu, and Xia Yunling left, the villa returned to silence. "Everyone, let's break up. We're all done. The excitement is probably in the evening." Upstairs, there are still Meng Huaiyin and Xiao Nanqi who haven't left. I guess he's about to leave. As soon as this person finishes, he doesn't feel lonely anymore. I estimate the program team will be airing it later and it will start airing in the evening. As guests leave one after another, the audience in front of the live broadcast also leave one after another. After all, many people also have jobs and cannot stay in front of the live broadcast room all day. However, what they did not expect was that the program team did not broadcast it because 10:30 am. Meng Huaiyin woke up from bed and washed herself with her hazy eyes open. Thinking about this, everyone should have gone to work, so she didn't change her little crocodile pajamas and went downstairs to search for food. Speaking of the little crocodile pajamas, it was the prop she saw on the spot while filming a short program. At the time of filming the short film, the production team provided a lot of clothing, and she immediately fell in love with the little crocodile pajamas, but was refused by the production team to wear them for the short film. But unable to resist Meng Huaiyin, the production team could only give her the pajamas. Meng Huaiyin held it tightly and couldn't put it down. She had never worn such clothes before. I saw that there was a cooked wonton in the pot, and there was a piece of paper on it. Meng Huaiyin groped for the gas stove, but to no avail, he had to give up. Meng Huaiyin turned his eyes, filled a bowl of wonton with a big spoon, and then carried it upstairs. "Isn't she heating it up? Why go upstairs? Maybe I want to eat upstairs." Although many viewers left, some of them remained in the live broadcast room. Meng Huaiyin held wonton and heated wonton with psychic power. When she sat down in the hall on the second floor, wonton was already steaming hot. "Am I too sleepy and dizzy? How can I feel that wonton is steaming? +1, +2, it's not scientific to think about it. It's probably just a vague reason for the distance." When Xiao Nanqi opened the door, he saw a girl in an alligator pajama, carrying a steaming wonton, and eating there without image. Silent, as if dead. Meng Huaiyin looked at the man who opened the door, his eyes bulging with panic flashing in his round and dripping eyes. After swallowing saliva, Meng Huaiyin put down wonton with a guilty conscience, wiped his mouth, and dared not look at him again. "It's not a good time to talk yet, there are too many live cameras here." Xiao Nanqi nodded slightly at her and walked down the stairs with heavy steps. If Xiao Nanqi's expression had been expressionless just now, then now Xiao Nanqi's expression can be described as indescribable. Looking at the cold wonton in the pot, Xiao Nanqi could not imagine how Meng Huaiyin could only heat a bowl of wonton. This person, may not be a person. She will not use other abilities to heat wonton under the live broadcast lens. We need to talk about it as soon as possible. Neither of these people went to work. Will there be their story today? I'm eagerly anticipating it. My dragons and tigers howl, whimpering, "How can I live without you?" After learning that Meng Huaiyin and Xiao Nanqi had not gone to work, another group of people flooded into the live broadcast room, specifically waiting to eat candy. Downstairs, Xiao Nanqi turned on the gas stove, heated wonton, and planned to pad his stomach first. In his spare time, he caught a glimpse of a small green crocodile sticking its head out on the stairs. He quietly played with wonton, even stirred it with a wooden shovel to spread the fragrance further. Sure enough, a little crocodile wriggled out, still holding an empty bowl in its hand. Meng Huaiyin felt more than satisfied after eating a bowl of wonton. When he tried to reheat another bowl, he found Xiao Nanqi standing in the kitchen. This is awkward. It would be strange for her to eat cold food in front of his face, but she would not use it to heat wonton. When she was anxiously waiting, she saw Xiao Nanqi turn on the gas stove. Do you want another bowl? I want it. Meng Huaiyin obsequiously handed the bowl over. Xiao Nanqi felt his hands stiffen as he touched the bowl, which was still slightly warm and hot. Meng Huaiyin didn't realize what she had exposed, just kept staring at Xiao Nanqi's hand, which had distinct joints and slender fingers. It was really beautiful, Karara. Seeing her pretending to be indifferent, Xiao Nanqi didn't say anything, but silently filled her with a bowl of wonton. He just made an egg in wonton, added some laver, and mixed a flavor. It should taste better. Meng Huaiyin took over wonton and didn't care about scalding at all. After all, she was a dragon with rough skin and thick meat, so the temperature was no problem. After taking a sip of the soup, Meng Huaiyin's eyes immediately lit up. Enjoy it, Meng Huaiyin looked at Xiao Nanqi, her eyes flickering with an unknown light. Xiao Nanqi looked at Meng Huaiyin's sparkling eyes, and a faint smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. It was difficult to see if he didn't pay attention. Mom, it's so sweet, they're so sweet, KSWL, the atmosphere between them is not right, it's not right. Although it's easy for two people who have just met to feel awkward, I don't think they're embarrassed at all. Woo-woo, this is too indulgent, please spoil her. Kararar, Xiao Nanqi's hands are also too beautiful, idiot, upstairs, how do I feel like Meng Huaiyin was just like you? After the delicious food cured Meng Huaiyin, she wanted to sneak away. Seeing her wanting to run away again, Xiao Nanqi grabbed her crocodile tail and said, where are you going? Ha! Ha, it's nothing, I'll go back to my room. Let's go out and eat later. No need, I'll just eat in the villa. Upon seeing this, Xiao Nanqi didn't speak, just stared at her as if saying to her, can you cook? Take you to eat delicious food, will you go or not? Meng Huaiyin's shameful heart was moved, and in the end, his longing for food outweighed his fear. She succumbed to Xiao Nanqi's lewd influence and made an agreement with him. Crocodile tail, who can understand me, upstairs, I understand too much. Tonight, I will be sleepless, and my CP must sleep together, this is too provocative, the old lady's girlish heart instantly stirred. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Occupational Disclosure, Medium. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6 Occupational Disclosure, Medium. The director behind the camera saw a sudden surge of barrage and excitedly slapped his thigh. Isn't that why the heat came? The current market really likes to watch handsome men and beautiful women fall in love. The photography team is ready, they are going to set off. The arrangement, everything is arranged, and it's unreasonable not to arrange 8 machine seats. The director clenched his fists excitedly. Meng Huaiyin changed her clothes and went downstairs to see Xiao Nanqi, who was already standing at the door waiting for her. It's okay, Meng Huaiyin. He can't do anything else with so many people around. Meng Huaiyin patted her face and gathered the courage to step forward. Speaking of which, since seeing Xiao Nanqi for the first time, she has been scared by his gaze and has not paid close attention to him. If it weren't for the tense atmosphere when we first met, to be honest, Xiao Nanqi's appearance would have completely hit her. Well, this can't let this man know, otherwise she could imagine his proud face. Taking the sugar handed over by Xiao Nanqi casually, Meng Huaiyin stuffed it into her mouth. This candy is quite delicious, why don't you ask him where he bought it? Where did you buy this candy? It's quite delicious. Xiao Nanqi opened the umbrella in his hand and said, I bought it abroad, but I don't think I have it domestically. Oh, that's right. Unfortunately, I still want to buy more. Meng Huaiyin slowly leaned over, as the rain grew heavier and heavier. Do you still have it? I can buy it from you. Xiao Nanqi glanced at her and leaned the umbrella towards her side. I still have it, but it's not for sale. Meng Huaiyin widened her eyes. Although she didn't expect him to sell, would his tone be so decisive? Although this man looks so dangerous, he has always been quite gentlemanly since the show, and he has decisively rejected her. Without any hint of euphemism. Meng Huaiyin's teeth were itching with anger. At this moment, she also forgot about her previous fear and felt that Xiao Nanqi owed a beating. Later, she will eat him out of poverty. Is this the big meal you said? Meng Huaiyin looked at the deluxe wonton in front of him and said silently. Sure enough, this man is not trustworthy. Why, isn't it delicious? Xiao Nanqi lifted his eyelids. Aren't you still eating with enthusiasm? Meng Huaiyin choked, which could not be an excuse for him to deceive her. Meng Huaiyin took up the uprising. I just ate small wonton in the villa. Isn't that because you're afraid you won't be able to eat it? Xiao Nanqi wiped his mouth slowly and handed her a piece of paper. Meng Huaiyin viciously took the tissue and slapped himself in the mouth. I'm talking about you, pay attention to your image and be gentle. You don't need to look. Xiao Nanqi. I'm sorry, I never expected you two to have this kind of art style. How could it be like this? Xiao Nanqi has already collapsed. Sisters, don't you think it's better to eat like this? Only before Meng Huaiyin did Xiao Nanqi speak so viciously. Laughing, I didn't expect the two of them to be elementary school chickens. Say it again, the roaring of dragons and tigers SCD. Dragons roar and tigers roar SCD. Xiao Nanqi stroked his forehead. He had originally planned to come out and talk to her about the day, but he didn't expect 8 aircraft to stare at them from all angles. He didn't even find a chance to have a private conversation with her. How about getting rid of such an unintelligent director? Azu. The director behind the camera suddenly sneezed. Who is saying bad things about him? It's unlikely that the employees are arranging him again. It seems that they need to increase their workload again, so as not to think too much and neglect their work. The director showed a sinister smile. In the evening, the workers gradually returned to the villa. Lu Fengyu entered the door carrying the purchased ingredients, and to be honest, his attire seemed out of place with the dishes he was carrying. The audience showed a thoughtful expression on their faces. In fact, a person's profession can be seen from their daily commuting attire. Do you need any help? Lulu poked her head out. Excuse me, it seems like I'm back now. Lu Fengyu nodded and leaned over to let Lulu in. Haven't they all come back yet? How could there be no one around? Xiao Nanqi and the others. The child just arrived. What's the situation? I can't say. I'm really not there. The program team dropped off at 12:00 on time and just started broadcasting again. I'm not sure what happened in between. The production team is really holding on to the workers. They start broadcasting in the morning, during lunch break, and after work in the evening. Isn't that good? The broadcast time is too scattered. +1. I also think so. The director was lost in thought when he saw the barrage. In fact, live streaming love shows are not easy to do. After all, guests have a slow pace of life, and some highlights and laughter often occur unintentionally. Most of the time, they are quite ordinary. And the guests also have their own lives, and the program cannot be broadcasted at all times. It is said that it is a live broadcast form of love show, but his focus is still on the edited version. Live streaming is just a warm-up, adding some heat to the program. But seeing the barrage from the audience, the director began to reflect. Only variety shows that cater to the market can survive in the market. Xiao He, let's urgently revise the plan tonight. The director called the producer, hoping to make improvements to the program. On the other end of the program. Your craftsmanship is quite good. Lu Fengyu praised Lulu's cooking without hesitation. It's nothing. Lulu smiled shyly. I feel like they're all busy and haven't come back yet. Yeah. Lu Fengyu looked at his watch and it was almost 7 o'clock. Did you come back? I heard a sound. Sure enough, Ping Jinghan, Jiang Xinyue, Lan Baibin and others returned with a big bag of snacks. Sorry, we came back late. Wow, the dishes you make are so delicious. Jiang Xinyue drooled at the dining table. Everyone, take your seats quickly, Lu Lulu called out to everyone. Is there anyone else who hasn't come back? Lu Fengyu turned his head to look at the restaurant. Let me see, there's also Xiao Nanqi, Meng Huaiyin, and Xia Yunling who haven't returned. Ping Jinghan nodded. It's so fragrant, so fragrant, so fragrant. Meng Huaiyin sniffed it and walked into the restaurant. It's so fragrant, you guys are really amazing. We're all back now, let's have dinner. Lu Fengyu said to everyone when he saw Meng Huaiyin, Xiao Nanqi, and Xia Yunling all returning. Let's toast everyone and officially celebrate our dinner together. Lu Fengyu raised his glass. Cheers. Everyone raised their own glasses. It's great. 8 different people gather together, and after getting tired from work, they can eat and chat together. It's quite meaningful for them. Speaking of which, didn't you notice? Don't make any fuss upstairs. Meng Huaiyin and Xiao Nanqi returned together. Hi Nan Hai, what's going on here? Maybe I ran into you at the door. After all, didn't Xia Yunling come in together? No, didn't you notice? Just as the camera swept by, I saw 2 people in Xiao Nanqi's car. Really? Oh my god, didn't they schedule a meeting for the whole day? What? The child feels like he missed a lot. I haven't watched the live broadcast for a whole day. What happened? Xiao Nanqi and Meng Huaiyin had lunch together and didn't return until after 7 p.m. in the evening. KDL. Why does the program team have to drop the broadcast at noon? I command you to hand over the mother tape, otherwise I will kneel down and beg you. Damn it, I'm scratching my heart and liver right now. I just want to see them go on a date. Dragons singing and tiger howling. Woo woo, how can I live without you? End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Occupational Disclosure, Part 2. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7 Occupational Disclosure, Part 2, Coming, is it about to start? Excitedly rubbing hands, I really want to know what they all do. Starting from now, personal information will be announced. There are 8 cards on the table with keywords corresponding to the guest's personal profession. Guests are requested to arrange for the cards to be drawn in their own order. After drawing the corresponding cards, everyone can guess the profession represented by the cards and the corresponding guests, and write them on the answer board. The one who guesses the most correctly will receive a mysterious grand prize. Upon hearing the rules announced by the program team, everyone, take a look at me and I will take a look at you. Who will come first to draw? Since everyone has to guess, the order doesn't matter, said Lu Fengyu. Can I draw first? Everyone nodded in unison. Fashion, media, operations. Lu Fengyu casually grabbed a card and flipped it over. Everyone pondered in their hearts, pondered for a moment, and wrote down the answer. Is it a blogger? Yeah, I think it's Lu Lulu. +1, +2, the card owner and corresponding profession will be announced below. I know, it's Lulu's, right? Ping Jinghan answered on the side. Lu Lulu nodded and said, that's right, it's mine. I'm a beauty blogger, 25 years old this year. Lulu is on the show, she knows how to put on makeup. I remember, there was a mysterious bullet screen in the previous issue, which turned out to be a fan of Lu Lulu. Investing is not a loss. Lulu can be sweet or salty, everyone should support Lulu more. I said it's so familiar. I might have watched her video. Currently, except for Meng Huaiyin, everyone answers correctly and earns 1 point each. Lu Lulu is the card owner and does not score. Lu Lulu couldn't help but laugh and cry, so I'm so obvious, everyone basically knows. Next person. Let me draw it, then. Lu Lulu quickly grabbed a card and flipped it over. Numbers, rigor, analysis. In fact, it's just a day's work, and we haven't been particularly familiar with each other yet. Everyone guesses their profession and corresponding people based on today's clothing and keywords. Now hearing the three key words of numbers, rigor, and analysis, everyone has a certain judgment in their hearts and is writing down their answers on the answer board. The card owner, on the other hand, pretends and leisurely writes down the answers on the answer board, which can be considered very clever. Xiao Nanqi, who originally wanted to observe the reactions of the guests, couldn't judge the situation and could only give up in a disheartened manner, choosing to be fooled by it. Wait a minute, is it Lu Fengyu's? Lu raised her hand. She was already 1 point behind everyone, and she had to answer more correctly than everyone else. It's mine, replied Lu Fengyu. Lu breathed a clear sigh of relief. I am a financial analyst, currently 29 years old. Amazing, big shot. I dare not. Wow, financial analyst, I feel so impressive. Laughing and crying, he was dressed very business today, but I don't think there are many people who guess correctly. Although his characteristics are obvious, his numbers, rigor, and analysis can also point to other professions. Ping Jinghan, Lu, Lan Baibin, and Xiao Nanqi answered correctly, each accumulating 1 point. If the other guests did not answer correctly, no points will be awarded. Lu Fengyu is the card owner, no points will be awarded. I just flipped through it, why don't I assign someone to do it? No need, just flip through it. That's it. Lu Fengyu grabbed the card again and was surprised. Stable, 9 to 5, weekends off. Everyone was also surprised when they heard this, because they all felt that none of them had the temperament of a civil servant. But this profession is indeed very similar to a civil servant, and everyone is uncertain in their hearts, but they still wrote their own answers. There are civil servants among the guests who is more suspicious about Kong. Everyone opened their own answer boards, some guessed Jiang Xinyue, some guessed Ping Jinghan, and even some guessed Xiao Nanqi. Unfortunately, no one guessed correctly and everyone did not score. The guests were puzzled in their hearts, and in the end, Xiao Nanqi came out to claim it. It's me, I'm a civil servant, 28 this year. Everyone's eyes widened, they couldn't even tell that Xiao Nanqi was a civil servant. Ah! Surprised. I never expected Xiao Nanqi to be a civil servant. Indeed, one cannot judge by appearance. I'm sorry, I was shallow, but to be honest, it's difficult to be a civil servant. With so many people taking the exam every year, there are very few recruited, and the recruitment ratio for fiercely competitive positions is hundreds to 1. The civil servant envies me, Xiao Nanqi must bless me to land this year, please. Xiao Nanqi calmly flipped open a card and said, computer, drawing, learning. Everyone understood and wrote down their own answers. Meng Huaiyin shrouded in confusion. When she first came to this world, she didn't know what professions the people here had. She was so confused that she couldn't understand anything and could only scratch her ears and fill out the information haphazardly. The director didn't tell her she would do this at the time, she fell. If I had known earlier, I would have checked beforehand. But now there's no chance, Meng Huaiyin thought bitterly. It seems that she is getting further and further away from the mysterious grand prize. Write down a person's name casually, without knowing their profession, so choose not to write it down. Meng Huaiyin put down her pen and heard the production team announce that everyone's answers were correct, leaving her speechless and choking. That's right, I'm a senior majoring in architecture, Jiang Xinyue replied. I'm 22 years old this year. You're so small, Lu exclaimed. Wow, I burst into tears. The CP I was on wasn't actually my older sister. From this perspective, Jiang Xinyue is probably the youngest. Not necessarily, Lan Baibin is also very young, it looks like. Maybe he's still in his early years. Actually, would it be better to think this way? The older sister on the surface is actually the younger sister, which makes it more tense. It's amazing upstairs, except for Meng Huaiyin, everyone answers correctly and earns 1 point each. Jiang Xinyue is the card owner and does not score. It's my turn, Jiang Xinyue flipped through the card. Fashion, magazine, shoot. This keyword is clear at a glance, it should be a graphic model, right? I think it's Lan Baibin, after all, Xia Yunling doesn't look like him, dog head, ha 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 ha, upstairs take away the damage. Xia Yunling doesn't want face. Ha ha ha, by the way, why don't you guess that the female guest is a model? It doesn't feel like it either, dog head, it's me. Lan Baibin felt helpless, as the keywords he gave seemed too obvious, and basically everyone guessed them. I am a graphic model, 21 years old this year. Ah, it seems you're the youngest. Ha ha ha, my CP is still in the early years, I didn't expect it, these ups and downs. Hey, haven't you noticed? What did you find? There is a person who has never been right from beginning to end, dog head, ha ha ha, I have discovered it. I also discovered it, what a stupid beauty. At least others can still guess 1 or 2. Meng Huaiyin has not guessed a single one correctly so far. She grinned as if scratching her ears and cheeks, I'm so amused. She can't say the same answer as others. She can only say nothing. She really can't guess. Seeing her anxious and helpless appearance, I thought she was very conflicted, but she didn't write anything about her profession. Except for Meng Huaiyin, everyone answers correctly and earns 1 point each. Lan Baibin is the card owner and does not score. Then I flipped through it. Lan Baibin looked at everyone, no. Lan Baibin's face is now full of question marks. What adjective can you still fill it in like this? Everyone is also full of questions, little question mark, do you have many friends? A whole life has arrived. What adjective is nothing? I understand, is it currently unemployed? A recent college graduate. A college student who hasn't found a job yet. I can't believe who it is. There are only 3 people left, it's me, currently unemployed. Meng Huaiyin claimed it. I didn't expect it to be you. You have thick eyebrows and big eyes, and I've been making multiple guesses wrong. Ha ha ha, upstairs is laughing. But isn't it good to have no job? Friends, I can't keep going anymore. I completely don't think so. I think as long as Meng Huaiyin has plans for her future, it doesn't matter if she doesn't work temporarily. As long as she works hard, she can definitely live a good life. Moreover, there have been so many unemployed college students in recent years, not everyone is mediocre, agree upstairs. If you can't continue to indulge, don't indulge. Let's indulge. To be honest, she must have come to attract traffic on the show. Look, in the end, she will definitely become an internet celebrity. Is there any problem upstairs? It doesn't matter to you what others will do in the future. Don't maliciously speculate about others now. What can't be said? Isn't everyone like this now? Coincidentally, the money for traffic comes quickly. I'm also willing to see her as an internet celebrity. She's so beautiful, it's a pity if I can't see her in the future. The director didn't expect Meng Huaiyin to have black fans so soon, the program has only been live streaming for 2 days. Sure enough, the more beautiful a woman is, the more people are jealous. Age, 1000. Ha. No, 26 years old. Why did she just pout? Meng Huaiyin felt regretful, hoping that others wouldn't notice. Xiao Nanqi lifted his eyelids and gave her a calm glance, not as he had expected. Everyone didn't pay much attention to her beard. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect it. Meng Huaiyin has a bit of fun with her, 1000, ha ha ha. Although no one guessed that it was Meng Huaiyin, Xia Yunling, what's wrong with you? How did you write about yourself? Upstairs, I can see it too. Ha ha ha, Xia Yunling's confusing behavior reward will be added. Unfortunately, no one guessed correctly and everyone did not score. Meng Huaiyin randomly selected one of the last 2 cards, flipped it over, and said, skateboarding, gaming, competition. Wow, I feel like this profession is really cool. Isn't this the profession I aspire to? Everyone guessed about professional skateboarding. After all, they didn't know much about it either. As a result, Xiao Yunling awkwardly smiled and said, "It's me." "Is it the profession we guessed?" "No, it's not." "What?" Dot. "I'm here to destroy the formation. What's going on? Actually, I'm currently unemployed, so I don't have a career. Also, I'm 24 years old this year." Xiao Yunling scratched her head. Dot. "What are you doing with these 3 keywords?" The barrage was also full of doubts. "You're such a big-eyed guy, I didn't expect you to be like this." "Actually, this is my hobby." I thought it was a bit awkward not to fill in keywords, but when I saw Meng Huaiyin's keywords, I realized that they described me, so I wrote down myself at that time. Everyone was speechless. As no one guessed correctly, no one scored. There is only one left. Yes, only Ping Jinghan is left. Haha, isn't Ping Jinghan losing out? Everyone just needs to guess her profession, there's no need to correspond. Due to the last person being at a disadvantage, the production team decided that everyone could only guess people they had not guessed before. That is to say, if a guest has guessed Ping Jinghan after reading the previous keywords, then they cannot guess Ping Jinghan in this round, and can only guess people he has not guessed so far. Sure. Xiao Yunling opened the card and said, "Communicate, manage, and discuss." Everyone had an answer in their hearts and wrote it down one after another. It feels like something like HR. It could also be the manager. That's right, I'm HR, 28 years old this year. Ping Jinghan nodded. Amazing. Xiao Yunling gave her a thumbs up. I'm flattered. As expected, I guess exactly what I expected. With a smile from the evil spirit, did you really guess everything correctly upstairs? Damn it, why did you expose me? Lan Baibin, Lu Fengyu, Xiao Nanqi, and Jiang Xinyue answered correctly. 1 point will be awarded, and the rest will not be awarded. Career announcement completed. In the end, Xiao Nanqi scored 5 points, ranking first. Ping Jinghan, Lan Baibin, and Lu Fengyu each scored 4 points, tied for second place. Jiang Xinyue, Lu Lulu, and Xiao Yunling each scored 3 points, tied for third place. Meng Huaiyin scored 0 points, tied for fourth place. Please continue to work hard for Meng Huaiyin. Sure enough, Meng Huaiyin collapsed upon hearing this and criticized the dog's face, feeling helpless. Haha, program team, all the bamboo shoots on the mountain have been taken by you. Let's leave some food for the giant pandas. I found that Meng Huaiyin has a bit of a gaming black hole on her. Why didn't she guess a single one, hahaha. Oh, let me tell you, she definitely doesn't have much culture, otherwise why hasn't she written down any profession? It must be because she doesn't have enough vocabulary reserves. Upstairs, what's up with Ning? It's none of your business, just maliciously speculate about others here. Surprised, did the beautiful woman have black fans so soon? Just wait and see. Don't pay attention to him. The more you pay attention to him, the more he becomes enthusiastic. Received. So what the mysterious gift is not yet announced. The mysterious gift will be secretly distributed. Is the production team still playing this game? Oh, program team, let me tell you, your outfit is outdated. Please beg me, I'm willing to hear what the mysterious gift is. Dot. After a while, the production team announced. Today's live broadcast is coming to an end. Please send a heartfelt text message to all guests. Note. There is no limit on the number of people in today's text messages, which can be decided by the guests themselves. Dot. Is it what I think? The production team is really good at playing this. Does this mean that I can post to any 4 people I want? Upstairs, yes. The guests were also shocked upon hearing this, truly deserving of the program team, always surprising them. Brothers, I didn't expect that in my lifetime. I would once again be doing multiple choice questions on love complex. Upstairs, you evoke painful memories of my past. Looking back on the pain of my college entrance exam physics multiple choice. Stop talking upstairs, it hurts too much. Woo-woo, at least you've all passed, but I have to take the exam next year. Child, study hard, sigh, this is also too difficult to choose. Call the love expert, where is the love expert? Oh, don't you all believe me? Dead fish eye, but I found that your accuracy is still good. Last time, only one person was wrong. This time everyone's interaction is so obvious, you must have no problem. Proud face. JPG, if you praise me, I will share it with you. Goodbye to you. Hey, wait a minute, can't you even praise me? End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Program Rectification. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8 Program Rectification. Meng Huaiyin stared at the phone in front of him and became deeply conflicted. From childhood to adulthood, she has always been a dragon of courtesy and integrity. Today, Xiao Nanqi invited her to dinner. Normally, she had to repay him, but since she was new here, there was nothing she could repay. Moreover, Xiao Nanqi is not yet clear about his background, let alone Xiao Nanqi saw her as soon as she appeared in another world. He must have known something that no one else knew. Meng Huaiyin breathed a long sigh of relief. Anyway, Xiao Nanqi did not expose her or arrest her. After editing the text message, Meng Huaiyin threw away her phone and lost the desire to play entertainment. Out of sight, she became pure. She chose to close her eyes and rest her mind. Oh, did it start broadcasting so early today? Hey, have you seen the latest updates on the official account of the program team? What? I didn't see it. I came early to watch the live broadcast and didn't see any updates. The program team said they need to reform the live broadcast method, which was originally too messy and lengthy, and may make the audience feel bored. What kind of immortal program team is this? They are considering everything for us, isn't it so touching? I'm willing to post this on the show. You don't have to thank me too much. Are you that TA? Through bullet feedback, our program team has discovered many problems with the program itself, and we deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused. Therefore, the program will undergo major changes and try to adjust these problems. If there are any problems, everyone can provide feedback again. We hope the audience can understand us and walk with us. In addition, considering everyone's daily needs, we will live from 8.00 to 22.00 to ensure that everyone can come in and see the live broadcast. Hey, look at the live broadcast room. I saw that the live broadcast room was divided into 8 small windows, and the audience could click on whoever they wanted to see to enter the live broadcast room. This is much more convenient, and the content is not so messy. Sure, then I don't have to constantly pay attention to when the program starts broadcasting. Anyway, as long as I click on it, it will always be on. It's quite reasonable. We can't guarantee that everyone can fully watch the live broadcast. Those who missed it can also watch the edited version of the program team, or find a dedicated screen recorder. I have to say, I was deeply moved by the sincerity of the program team. It's not like the next door, every day is muddy. I can't agree with upstairs anymore. Yesterday's election hasn't been announced yet. Yes, yesterday was quite exciting. There are no fixed options to choose from. I'm so curious how many they have all chosen. Here it is. The program team combined 8 small screens and played a video of last night's live text message. So everyone witnessed the difficult delivery of the guests while texting, and after each constipated face finished texting, they turned a blind eye to death. Their reaction was so funny. I'm laughing to death, they're all so conflicted. Don't laugh, sob, it's us who will suffer in the future. Don't forget our red envelopes. Stop talking upstairs, I want to cut you. Lulu prayed in her heart that she had been trapped since the first time she saw that man, and she wished he could send her a text message. Lulu stared at her phone and sent a text message. She happily opened a text message, which read, "Thank you for helping me cook today. You cooked so delicious." This text message seems to have been sent by Lu Fengyu. After all, she helped cook today. Lulu's face showed a disappointed expression. Will she have any other text messages? Lulu seems to be sad. This text message belongs to Lu Fengyu, they cooked together. It should be, but Lulu doesn't seem very happy. I think I haven't received Xiao Nanqi's text message, have I? Lulu clearly has a good impression of Xiao Nanqi, sigh. Meng Huaiyin finished reading the text message expressionlessly and covered her phone with a snap. What does, you need to be careful, I noticed you're a bit clumsy. How many meanings do you mean? Don't even think about it, this text message must have been sent by Xiao Nan. Meng Huaiyin was full of anger. Fortunately, she even praised him. This man has no heart. The phone rang out with text messages again, and Meng Huaiyin clicked on it and said, "I'll take you to chicken tomorrow." She has learned to surf the internet these past few days. The way of nature is to eat chicken, not to eat chicken. She has successfully kept up with the times. Ahahaha, what's going on? This text message is too funny. I'm rolling around laughing so hard that I can't find my head. What do you mean to be careful? I noticed you're a bit clumsy. Hahaha, it was definitely Xiao Nan who launched it all at once. Xiao Nanqi, it's not me who said you. You can't find a wife like this, Meng Huaiyin. Listen to me and thank you. Because of you, it warms the 4 seasons. Thank you, because of you, the 4 seasons are more beautiful. Why is the voice coming from upstairs toxic? I sang along. Eating chicken is definitely Xia Yunling, after all, he recommended it to Meng Huaiyin. Okay, successfully decoded, next bit. Jiang Xinyue received Lan Baibin's greetings and turned off her phone as usual. Fortunately, she didn't get 0 votes. Ping Jinghan received 2 text messages, which she speculated were from Lu Fengyu and Lan Baibin, as she had little communication with others. Ding ding ding, the sound of 3 text messages coming from a mobile phone instantly shook the drowsy guests present. Everyone looked at the sound, and Xiao Nanqi held his phone with a normal expression. It's truly you. Xiao Nanqi. The next day, there are 3 more text messages. Hahaha, as soon as this text message goes out, everyone is staring at him with special energy. Oh my god, if I had to, I would be so embarrassed. Thank you very much. You are such a good person. Is this really a compliment? He doesn't look quite right. May I ask you about the civil service examination? To be honest, I'm also quite confused now. Are you happy today? I hope you are happy every day. After reading 3 text messages, Xiao Nanqi had a clear idea in his mind. Hahaha, I'm laughing to death, truly worthy of them. The first one is definitely from Meng Huaiyin. I found that Meng Huaiyin has a good hand in dealing with the strange energy of yin and yang, dog head. I was delighted to see Xiao Nanqi's bewildered expression. This is so profound. The second one was sent by Jiang Xinyue, right? She's in her senior year and may want to take the civil service exam. It should be her. The third one Lulu sent, actually she's quite obvious. Everyone is an analysis emperor, I feel inferior. Lu Fengyu received 2 text messages, and he was quite happy. In contrast, Xia Yunling stared blankly at his phone and did not receive a single text message. It's too tragic. I haven't received any of them. Woo, clearly Xia Yunling is also very handsome. Why hasn't anyone sent him a message? Maybe there wasn't much communication. I think it's because he said he's unemployed. It's difficult to find employment in the matchmaking market. Sure enough, this world is still too real. Lan Baibin received a text message. That night, everyone's mood was different. Jiang Xinyue sent it to Lan Baibin and Xiao Nanqi. Lu Lulu sent it to Lu Fengyu and Xiao Nanqi, Ping Jinghan sent it to Lu Fengyu, Meng Huaiyin sent it to Xiao Nanqi, Lan Baiyin sent it to Jiang Xinyue and Ping Jinghan, Lu Fengyu sent it to Lu Lulu and Ping Jinghan, Xia Yunling sent it to Meng Huaiyin, Xiao Nanqi sent it to Meng Huaiyin. Dragons roar and tigers roar SCD. SCD. They send each other. And. Only. Send each other. KSWL KSWL. Woohoo. It's so happy. I have my red envelope, woo 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 woo, I want to go upstairs with a knife, so I don't have a red envelope. I can't understand why someone answered correctly, lemon fruit on the lemon tree, only me under the lemon tree. It's too sour, how could anyone answer correctly? I just want to know how much this red envelope is now, hee 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 hee. Someone, drag it down and chop it off. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Confession. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9 Confession. You guys, look. The official account of the program has dropped a little anecdote. What? What's the catch up? It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Woo woo, they must be real. Quick look. If you don't look, regret it. Still watching the live broadcast, this hasn't started broadcasting yet. Go ahead. Speaking of this behind the scenes, the reason is that after Meng Huaiyin downloaded the Jedi Chicken on her phone, she planned to open the experiment first. Originally, she spent her first night playing entertainment and didn't have much free time. So after Meng Huaiyin finished texting the next night, she opened the Jedi Chicken eating app and planned to give it a try. As a result, she got stuck in the first step. Yes, she didn't circle or trust. This is very awkward. She followed the steps to register for Circle and V.Chat, but found out that she didn't have a phone number. The mobile phones distributed by the program team did not have a SIM card inserted, only connected to Wi-Fi in the villa. And when she first came to this world, not to mention her phone number, she didn't even have a phone. Silence is Cambridge tonight. And she noticed that there was an anti-addiction tag on this game, so she clicked on it and needed to verify her ID card. Meng Huaiyin's eyes darkened as she realized now that she was still a gangster. Heart attack, now it's heart attack. She has no idea how to settle down. Is it difficult for her to use her abilities to threaten others? No, this won't work. She suddenly remembered that when she first traveled, she met Xiao Nanqi. Can you ask him for help? But will he help her? With confusion and unease, Meng Huaiyin knocked on Xiao Nanqi's door. Everything that comes next will be taken care of by the production team. Xiao Nanqi opened the door and wore a black vest that was close to his body, key point. Close to his body, revealing Xiao Nanqi's muscular lines, causing Meng Huaiyin's pupils to tremble. You. Meng Huaiyin began to stutter. Is there anything I need to do? You are so vulgar and disrespectful. Meng Huaiyin said angrily. As a man, you should be more disciplined. Do you have anything to do? Are you here to tell me this? Xiao Nanqi was speechless. Of course, it's too revealing that you're not wearing it well. Do you always wear it this way in front of the opposite sex? Meng Huaiyin could always choke on him in 10,000 ways. Then just don't look at it, okay? It was Meng Huaiyin's turn to choke. Why don't you wear it? I won't look at it anyway. That's it. Anyway, if you say I'm not looking, why don't you just wear it? He endured. Finally, he couldn't help it anymore, his forehead veins bulging faintly. Is this really the only thing you're looking for me for? Meng Huaiyin saw that Xiao Nanqi was vaguely wrong, and hurriedly said, No, you led me astray. What does being taken astray mean? Did he do anything? Actually. Meng Huaiyin twisted and pinched. When did she wriggle? Speak up. Ah, I'll come into your room and talk. Program team. His room doesn't have surveillance footage, little turkey. What are you trying to do? At this point, the production team still doesn't know what happened that day, and the audience is scratching their ears when they see the sudden ending of the show. What kind of tiger-wolf word is this? She's anxious. She's anxious. Xiao Nanqi looks like this and she's anxious. She's afraid that other women will see him dressed like this. To be honest, Xiao Nanqi has such a great figure, where did Meng Huaiyin come from? He's a little old-fashioned. Whether you look or not, I'll just dress like this. If you have the ability, don't wear it. I'll see if I can. Is this playable? To be honest, Meng Huaiyin is absolutely jealous. She said he always dresses like this in front of the opposite sex. This is full of gunpowder smell. Elementary school chicken fights, this is all fine, I don't understand why you all say it's sweet. When the gender changed, Xiao Nanqi was designated to be sprayed to death. Is there something up there? Coming back again. Everything's about gender, right? Can you? Don't talk to him, don't talk to him, don't talk to him, talk about important things 3 times. No matter what, I just got it. Sweet to death, sweet to death. The roar of dragons and tigers is real. It's real. After Meng Huaiyin rushed into Xiao Nanqi's room, it was obvious that both of them were stunned. The strange atmosphere slowly rose, and Meng Huaiyin widened her eyes in fear as she watched Xiao Nanqi get closer and closer. I'm actually here to ask you. Xiao Nanqi continued to approach. I said, isn't that enough? Continue to approach. It's like this, I don't have an ID card. As the words fell, the two of them hesitated. Xiao Nanqi never expected that Meng Huaiyin came to him for this matter. He swallowed his throat and slowly raised a zigzag on his forehead. Xiao Nanqi tugged at the corner of his mouth, and Meng Huaiyin looked at Xiao Nanqi with a frightened smile, feeling uneasy inside. Do you also know that I just came here? There was nothing, and I realized I was a gangster, Woo-woo, can't I just say it all? How do you know that I can help you? I only know you. You didn't say anything when you saw me wearing it. And now that I know you're a civil servant, you haven't handed me over to the government. Meng Huaiyin flattered and spoke confidently. How do you know that I won't hand you over to the country? Xiao Nanqi approached step by step, forcing her to a corner. Guess why I happened to fall in love with a love show like this? Meng Huaiyin heard these words and her hair stood up in fear. Actually, you guessed it too, didn't you? Xiao Nanqi smiled happily at the corner of his mouth. I. Meng Huaiyin sighed as the wind blew under her feet and slowly moved. Xiao Nanqi approached again, completely shackled her, and the two of them pressed tightly together. I was planning to have a good chat with you sometime, but I didn't expect you to fall for it. Xiao Nanqi lowered his head and stared at her tightly. It's over, she seems to have found the wrong person. Her dragon life will be shrouded in darkness. Will she be stripped and refined by the people of this world? After all, dragons are all treasures. She wanted to break free, but the struggle made the two of them closer together. So he simply gave up struggling, like a soulless salted fish that could sprinkle salt particles with a shake. Didn't you say we should have a good chat? Let's have a good chat now, Meng Huaiyin said. Xiao Nanqi let go of her and gestured for her to sit down, then we can have a good chat. It's like this, Balabara. Meng Huaiyin confessed to him about what she did after crossing the country. I swear, I haven't done anything bad so far. I'm a law-abiding citizen, even though I'm a gangster. I promise that I will also abide by the law and not harm others in the future, Meng Huaiyin quickly said, expressing her determination. What about before crossing over? What? What did you do before crossing over? Do you also want to tell him this? Meng Huaiyin hesitated repeatedly. Didn't you want me to help you? If I don't record you, I can't help you. In fact, I am a dragon that suddenly traversed through inheritance. Long Xiao Nanqi pondered, not realizing that she was a dragon. There are no dragons in this world, but there have always been legends about dragons. I understand your situation now, wait for my news. It seems that I reported it in the morning. Meng Huaiyin nodded and said, hurry up. I'm still waiting to play Jedi chicken. Is that what you're doing for? Xiao Nanqi's forehead veins slightly burst, and this person even kicked his nose on the face. Give her what she's used to. Ha ha ha, guess what Xiao Nanqi thought Meng Huaiyin was here for, end of this chapter. Chapter 10. Escape Game 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Escape Game 1, Family Members, have I returned from my official account? Has the live broadcast started? Just started, don't worry, we haven't started interacting yet. Today's live broadcast looks very interesting. Everyone has their own initial ideas, and I think the emotional line should become clearer. I hope my CP can continue to send candy and let dog food flood me. The live broadcast begins, and the production team gathers everyone in the lobby. As the bell rang, the guests gradually descended the stairs. Did you have this clock yesterday? Meng Huaiyin looked at the decorations in the villa and felt a little strange. Even after only one night, the villa had already undergone significant changes. Originally, the bright sunshine could penetrate the window and shine on the sofa and coffee table in the living room every morning. She usually likes to nestle in the far left corner of the sofa to play leisure activities, where there is no sunlight but it is very comfortable. Now, at some point, the production team has changed to fully blackout curtains, which are dark and terrifying. The entire hall was dimly lit, with the sunlight completely blocked out. Although it was early morning, it had to rely on lighting to illuminate the hall. The green plants in the corner of the living room are all gone, replaced by some sculptures that are strangely placed there. The dim yellow light shone on these statues, and different statues reflected different expressions, some revealing eerie smiles. The furnishings around the living room have also been replaced with Gothic horror style, and eerie horror dolls can be seen everywhere, either displayed on cabinets, casually placed on sofas, or stacked in corners. Some incomplete human tissues are made very realistic, quietly lying in the corner, revealing a slight red color. The walls were covered with wallpaper to enhance the atmosphere, and murals with similar styles were hung. The decorations on the dining table were all gone, replaced by candlesticks and drip wax, and even the bowls became tattered. Meng Huaiyin said, Not only Meng Huaiyin noticed, but all the guests came out of the room and found that the villa had been completely transformed. I can't help but marvel at the efficiency of the program team. Sleeping slot, I haven't watched the live broadcast for just a day. What exactly happened? How did it turn out like this? Upstairs, I have been watching the live broadcast and I don't know what happened. Boy, I'll just shout, boy. The production team has completely transformed the villa. The efficiency of the production team is also too high. They set it up like this all night and also avoid guests, that's amazing. The production team still has to be careful when changing decorations. If they wake up the guests, they will be discovered in advance. Where can this effect still exist? The style has changed a lot, it seems that today's live broadcast will have a different story. Isn't the atmosphere here? I feel like a horror game or adventure game, but I don't know how the production team will arrange it. Agree/approve. Everyone is here, and the production team begins to announce the game rules. The theme of today's program is Escape, with a total of 8 players. Each guest will draw an identity card, which includes 1 Scarlet Witch, 1 Grudge, 1 Dark Guard, 1 Prophet, 1 Earl, 1 Maid, 1 Locksmith, and 1 Detective. Reminder. This game is original by the production team. Please listen carefully to the rules, as the pace will be very tense and you may not have time to learn more about the rules. The game is divided into two camps. The dark camp and the normal camp. After the game starts, 8 people will be blindfolded and randomly assigned to any room in this villa. Please make good use of the resources in the room, which may be useful. Victory condition for the dark camp. Find your own weapon in the villa and eliminate everyone to achieve victory. The dark camp has 2 people, the Scarlet Witch and the Grudge. Victory condition for ordinary camp. The remaining 6 people are ordinary camp. The ordinary camp needs to evade the pursuit of the dark camp, find clues inside the villa, and infer where the door is based on the clues. Opening the door to escape is victory. Note: any door inside the villa may be a big door, do not be confused by the villa door. The program team saw that the guests were all listening in a daze, smiled with satisfaction, and finally rectified them. Not only are the guests confused, but the audience in front of the screen is also quite confused. Wait a moment, I'm dizzy. I need to remember which characters there are. The settings are very interesting. What skills do these characters have? Each one is called different, so there should be some special skills. Below are the skills for each identity card. Scarlet Witch. Every night, one person can be transformed into a member of the Dark Faction, limited to that night only. The transformed person cannot kill or help ordinary faction players find clues, but can wander around. The way to eliminate ordinary factions is to find weapons and assassinate ordinary factions. Grudged Ghost. Curse a person every night to lose their sanity, limited to that night only, causing them to constantly smash various items, laugh uncontrollably, and become insane. This will cause them to lose the ability to complete tasks, and may inadvertently destroy clues. The same way to eliminate ordinary factions is to find weapons and assassinate them. Dark Guard. You can protect a person from transformation or curse every night, but you cannot protect yourself. Prophet. You can know the specific location of a clue every night. When the prophet receives the clue, he will expose his position to the dark camp. Count. Possesses the power of money and believes that there is nothing that cannot be solved with money, including ghosts. Can restrain jealous ghosts for a short while. During this process, jealous ghosts cannot kill the Count. The skill duration is 10 minutes. Maid. Loyal to the Count, knowing each other's identities. Locksmith. Once a locksmith finds their toolbox, they can unlock every locked door. Ling Tan. Every night after someone dies, Ling Tan can know the identity of the deceased the next day. It feels so interesting. It's a bit stimulating. Is it really her who runs away and he chases? Is it difficult for her to fly? The description upstairs makes me laugh to death. I learned it. I want to play my own game next time. Upstairs, take me one. Take me A+1. After listening to the rules, Xiao Nanqi was taken aback and immediately pointed out, what are the weapons of the dark camp and where can they be obtained? The director behind the camera smiled and said, the weapons of the dark camp cannot be exposed, so I won't say anything. As for how to obtain them, after you draw your identity cards, I will specifically tell the dark camp a clue. The dark camp needs to rely on their own reasoning, guess the location of the weapons, and find them. Xiao Nanqi. Can we resist while being chased? Ping Jinghan asked aloud. No, after launching a large-scale escape in the dark camp, the normal camp can only escape or hide, and cannot attack the dark camp. Please note that at the beginning of the game, everyone is unaware of their identities, except for the Earl and Maid. After finding weapons in the dark camp will automatically reveal their identities, and the game will officially become a big escape mode. The director smiled, as he laughed too recklessly, revealing all his teeth. Unfortunately, no one has seen the director's dark history. No, the photographer next to him took the risk of being killed and silently recorded this precious scene. Do you still have any questions? If not, we will start drawing identity cards. The director held a teacup and smiled kindly. The game is purely fabricated, and if there are any similarities, it is purely a coincidence. End of this chapter.